Today on Community Connections, we have Stan Dziuba, head of the Office of Emergency Management here in Long Branch. Stan, welcome to Community Connections.
Thank you, man.
You're the head of the Office on Emergency Management, which we've gotten a little attention lately because of what happened down in New Orleans.
Yes, we sure have.
Did you watch a lot of what was going on TV and read the papers?
Yes, quite a bit. Of both, actually. And you're always looking to see what mistakes were made, what was done right, and just basically to enhance our plan up here in the city of Long Branch.
But what happened down there where levels of incompetence on several different levels of the government, that wouldn't happen here. I'm pretty confident about that.
No, we have plans in effect for all our people in town, handicapped people, people who can't drive. We go as far as even having plans in place for pets.
Something that I know from reading the paper they didn't have in New Orleans.
No, not at all. Why, I don't know, but... Yeah.
You and I were talking. We're not here to critique every mistake they made, but we learned something from watching that. But we've learned from both our own mistakes, our own experiences. How long have you? We were talking earlier. I mean, you've been doing this now for a dozen years.
Yes, sir.
What's your background in it? We know that the head of FEMA ran horse shows for a
while.
I
started becoming interested in emergency services back when I was in high school. I graduated high school in '71 and became a fireman in the Oliver Byron Engine Company.
And you're still there?
I'm still there.
30...
Still fighting fires.
Almost 35 years of firefighting.
I ran for the office of fire chief in 1985, was elected to second assistant chief, then moved up to the ranks and was fire chief in 1987.
Are you still involved with the Ex-Chiefs Association?
Yes, I'm a member of the Ex-Chiefs Advisory Board.
Okay, but now you took over my memory is you took over emergency management in 92, 93. We had
93, yeah, March of 93.
Okay, you succeeded the late Barry Camp.
Yes, I did.
But things, I mean, you came on, we had the nor'easter of 92. Yes. And then we got hit with a blizzard in March of 93.
Yes, 92 we worked that storm very hard. That was probably the worst storm that I've seen in all the years I've been in Long Branch. Right. We had 3 to 4 foot of water in North Long Branch. We had to do some evacuations there. We actually had front end loaders where we had firemen and first aiders in the buckets of the front end loaders to get the people out of their homes, take pets.
Are we a little more advanced than that now?
Yes, we are. Currently, right now, we have 3 Army trucks, 2 deuce-and-a-halfs that we have that are used for evacuation.
What's a deuce-and-a-half? What's that mean?
It's a 2.5-ton truck that has a canvas over the back. We have seating around. They can basically hold 30 to 40 people at a time. They're very high, so we can drive them into the water. We can evacuate with them and then bring them to our emergency operating center.
And if my memory serves me well, they're also... they're relatively inexpensive, so we don't want to drive a $400,000 fire truck through the water.
Exactly, that's what, and we learned again from 92. We had basically, the storm was so bad, we lost a couple of apparatus in 92 where it cost us quite a bit of money. And we are purchasing these vehicles at Army surplus for around $1,500 and restoring them. So it's a difference of about 400 grand there that we're saving the taxpayers.
Yes.
Now,
give me some idea, and the public some idea. We have evacuation plans. I mean, if we get hit, and sooner or later we will. We know that we will. We're going to get hit by a hurricane again. We're going to get hit by...
Absolutely.
What do we do? I mean, because I know, for example, we'll start at the very beginning. I know I'm going to get a phone call from you. We got a bad storm approaching.
Yes.
Okay, you're monitoring that. How do you do that?
We monitor that basically through the Weather Channel, through NOAA, through the National Weather Service, through our County Office of Emergency Management. I sit there, I watch the Weather Channel because I like to see the track of the storm, what the radar looks like, and just where it's going. We're in constant contact with the Office of Emergency Management for Monmouth County.
That's run out of Freehold?
That's run out of Freehold. And nowadays, the one thing that is to our advantage is we can prepare days in advance for an oncoming storm where they couldn't do that years ago.
Now, does somebody give you a heads up, hey, we think you might get hit in a week, or you're just monitoring that now on your own?
Just monitoring that on our own, and Harry Conover, who is the coordinator for emergency management in the county, will call and say, Stan, it looks like you're going to be, within harm's way, and then we'll activate from there.
Okay, now I can think of a couple of storms where before the storm actually hits, and sometimes, we're making a judgment call as to whether it's a state of emergency or not, because that's one of the first declarations we need to consider.
Yes.
What's that mean? Because that changes things.
Yes, it changes things a lot. Basically, it gives us the power to, if we need to move vehicles, if we need to close basically the city down, we're allowed to do that.
It actually gives you the power, if I understand it correctly, more than me.
Yes.
I declare the state of emergency as the mayor, but then it puts the authority in you to clear roads and do things.
To clear the roads, work with the public safety director, police department, fire department to do whatever's necessary to make the citizens of Long Branch safe. The biggest problem we encounter during a storm is people like to ride around, take a look at things, and basically put themselves in danger.
What once we can declare a state of emergency, what kind of powers do we have? I mean, we can tell people to stay off the roads.
Yes.
Can we pull them off the roads if they're driving?
Yes, absolutely. We can pull them off the roads. We can basically shut down the city. We can ticket them.
Can we close businesses and schools?
Yes, we can close businesses. We can close schools.
Now, I know there's been some years where we've closed them and maybe the storm diverts, because you really, even with a hurricane, you don't know until the last minute sometimes.
Yes, there was a storm, I guess around 3 years ago, that everybody declared was coming, and we closed the schools. We got all ready for it, and the storm did not hit.
Right.
It basically went to our south. But then again, we erred in the side of caution, I would do that again tomorrow if I had to.
I know that in snowstorms we pull cars off the street, because we can't plow a street. Now, is that under your office also?
Yeah, that is basically through the police department. There's no emergency signs on the streets, and we basically, if we need to open the roads, it's the main roads. We have the hospital in town, which is very important to get the ambulances through. We have to get fire apparatus through in a state of emergency, and that's why we do it.